Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to round 4 of our F1 Manager 2022 playthrough here. In the standings right now, we are atop the constructor standings by 40 points, and the driver standings by, 25 points? 22 ahead of Ricardo and 25 ahead of Verstappen, so still have a lot of work to do ahead of us. I'm going to check our emails real quick. Car part research unlocked. So what did we vote for? We voted for the cooling. Wait. We voted. Damn it. Okay. I wanted to change the cooling because cooling doesn't matter in this game, but the AI teams voted for the airflow focus changes, so we will have to actually do some research on that for next year. Suspension has been manufactured in the car, so let's go ahead and... Oh no, we already did that. What else is it? Chassis. Install on car 1 and car 2. Nope, still waiting on for the second chassis to come in. Okay. How many days until the next race? 11 days. Let us take a look at what we need to research for next year, though. Fucking everything. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. So, we have no wind tunnel times left. We have... Yeah. 21 more days until then. Let's check the cost cap real quick. Finances, cost cap. 29.8 million to spend on cost cap. Okay. Alright. We have Benjamin in our lap here, so we should help he should help us bring some luck here. Benjamin, turn your head towards the camera. Okay. The one thing that sucks about having a black cat is they're really not photogenic. So he just looks like a big blob of black in my lap right now. And you can only see his ears. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Enough of the kitty. He does this new thing now where he sits by the door and cries to go out into the hallway because he likes to smell crap out in the hallway. Where do we want to give these development points to Alex? Do we want to just keep working on pace? I think maybe pace is probably the best thing we should be doing. Let's go to braking here. Put it into braking. Daniel, I don't believe we're going to be getting too many more development points for him. And Oliver should still be okay. Now, I don't know how much longer Ricardo has left. He is still under contract for 2 more years, but I don't know if he's gonna, if the possibility of him retiring early is a thing. But we will keep him as long as we can, and we will try to keep training Oliver as much as we can as well. So that is it. Maybe the staff. The staff get anything? Nothing. And our cars side pods will be in 2 days. So that's all we have left. Let's go ahead and continue. There we go. Side pods are here. 9 days left. Please tell me the side pods don't take that long to manufacture. 6 days? 12 days? What if we rush? 4 days and 8 days? Okay, we will rush the first 2, and then we will do a normal one for the last 2. I want to try and get these on the car as quick as possible. Okay, there we go. Race simulator refurb complete. That means we should get more experience points for our drivers at the end of every race, which will be nice. Boardroom refurb complete. I don't think that's really important. Side pods manufacturing complete. How many days? 1 day left. Okay, so let's go put on these parts. We still got more chassis coming in. Was it suspension? No, side pods. I know we don't have any backups, but if we end up needing them at some point during the race weekend, we can always just go back to the first iteration that we have here. So we will be taking a hit, but it's better than not having any parts available. Okay, so what now? Nothing left. Let's go ahead and get to the race weekend. Let me double check the staff to make sure we don't have any points. Double check the drivers to make sure we don't have any points. Check the inbox. Okay, up and coming driver. New driver, Franco Fontana. 22 years old. You know what? I haven't even looked at this year's new batch of drivers. Is there anybody that sticks out? Kader Saliba, 19 years old, 59 overall rating. Currently racing in F3. Anybody else? Arnaud Marchand, we already got a detailed scouting on him. Daphne Avery, we got detailed scouting on her. All right, let's go and scout Kader. All right. You know what? While we're here, Latifi, still only a 74. God, cat fur all up in my nose. Roberto Merhi, 36 years old at 67. Who is this guy? Nick DeVries, 81, currently driving for Ferrari. Okay, let's just go ahead and scout some of these young guys. Lars Christensen, I like the cut of your jib. Let's go for him. And who else? Manuel Ray, no. Fujita Andrew, no. This is the math major, right? Yeah. This is the math major. Okay, so who else do we want to scout? Scout some young guys here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't even know why I said that. There's only two guys to pick from, and it's rhyming. So, of course, whoever the song ends on at the end of first line is going to be the guy that we pick. Why did I sing the whole song? I don't know. Okay. So we have Lars Christensen, Kader Saliba, and Mick Simmons being scouted right now. Let's go ahead and hit our performance targets here. Both guys into Q3. Both guys into Q2. Oh, did we get the fastest lap last time? I don't think so. All right. This time I'm going to try to get the fastest lap. That's right. That's right. Because pole and fastest lap get extra points now. Yeah, that's right. I got to remember that because I don't know how many seasons it's been since fastest lap was worth a point in this playthrough. So I have to keep that in mind. I'm so used to not caring about fastest lap because it doesn't give you a point. But we will have to try to remember that. So yes, setting atop the driver standings, team standings, going into Imola. Let's start the race weekend, boys and girls. I'm going to take care of practice. I'll see you guys for the start of quali. Okay, so P1, P3 after FP3. Now, for those of you that probably don't realize why I keep changing the powertrain components, it's because of this. Look at this, 28 laps in FP3. Multiply that by 3 sessions. That's 90 laps. That's a race and a half of practice laps. So you don't want to be putting those mileage on your good components. That's why I always change the components for practice to the older components. As you can see right here, 61, 72, 49. So our setup confidence is actually pretty good with Alex here. Ooh, okay, I think I'm going to just stick with 97. Although I think I want to fix here a little bit. Well, that's definitely got to go left. Will that solve the issue? Okay, let's see if that will fix that. And then we got to put the new engine and gearbox onto this. I think the ERS at 72 should still be good for 1 or 2 more races, so we will leave it at that. And since there's only 3 ERS parts anyway, we have to stretch those out as long as we can. So this is race number 4. There's 22 races. So we need to stretch the ERS out until, or at least this one out, until maybe race number 6. And then we can start using ERS number 4 as our backup, which should then relieve some wear on ERS 5 and 6, which should allow these two to stretch out a little bit more. So we'll continue with ERS number 4 for now, but these guys need to be put on new engines and gearboxes. So I think my other fat kitty is screaming for dinner right now. What time is it? 5 o'clock, right on schedule, yeah. You can set your clock to my fat kitty because literally every day at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, she starts screaming for dinner. And then, of course, that gets this one going. And then they both start just harassing us, me and my wife, to get dinner. Okay. My buddy Kurt is texting me about a video that we're going to be doing on ranking the drivers for this year that we're probably going to end up doing later tonight. So that video will come out soon as well. Actually, that one might come out before this one. So, but did we get this all? Yeah, okay. So the setup is done. Car parts are done. This one we didn't bother doing anything on. Let me just do revert anyway, just in case. And the parts are on. So yeah, a little bit of wear on the ERS, but I think we should be fine. I didn't check the weather. What was the weather? Ooh, rain on Sunday. Okay. So let's start qualifying. Think we should still be okay. I didn't look at the car analysis before we started. I'll look at it at the end, just to kind of see where our car ranked, but I forgot to look at it before we started the race weekend. I think we're good anyway. We were like first and third in everything, and then we added on the new chassis and the new side pods, was it? Or suspension, so we should still be better than everybody else. And we were first and third at the end of FP3 anyway, so I think we should be fine. And that was on the old powertrain components. Verstappen locked up. That's always good to see. Alright, we'll send them out with these cars coming out of the pit lane right now. Ah, oh, damn it, I didn't send them out. Alright, so Alex is behind Ocon. Ricardo's off in no man's land right now, so he will probably have a slower lap time just because he's not getting slipstream. Let's see. And he got caught up behind traffic, but he's only 200s off of... Or Alex is... Oh, Ricardo got the faster time. That's weird. Okay. So Ricardo and then Albon, and boy, we are way ahead of the Mercedes and the Red Bulls. Verstappen did lock up on his run, which will explain that. So let's continue on. Easily getting into Q2 right now, so we don't need to mess around with that. Let's see who gets knocked out. The Aston Martins look slow and the Haas's look slow. Gasly and the AlphaTauris look like they might be knocked out. Verstappen comes out of the top 5. All right. And look at this. Without even doing a second run, we're still atop. Wow, we are 3/10 faster than the next fastest guys. So it's Vesti, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Giovinazzi, and Stroll. Boy, the AlphaTauris are not having a good start to the season. They were like clearly the fastest car, or the second fastest car at the end of the season last year, and now they are dead last. So did this go down? 87, did that go down? I think that went down. Shoot. Oh well, I think we're still in a good spot anyway. 89% left on those first sets of softs. That should still be good enough to set a decent time in Q2. Let's just go ahead and start this up.
Radio check.
Yep, we'll wait till the 10-minute mark again. Let me make sure there's no rain coming. That's good. Alright, let's go. Verstappen out on track already. Going to catch up to Gasly. Is that going to cost him time? Oh, he caught up to Gasly in the chicane there at the end of the track. Okay, looks like everybody else is on fast laps now, so they should be on slow laps. Nope, Piastri on a fast lap. Sorry, Piastri. We're going to catch up to Piastri now. Benjamin is blocking all of my natural light. We're catching up to slow traffic as well. That sucks. So we are going to have a slow lap time here. How much slower? Ouch. P4 and P6. Ricardo 0.8 off the pace. But that is due to traffic, so I cannot fault him for that. Let's go put them on the new tires. Yep, okay. And then wait until these guys start coming out. Let's hope we get behind a fast car here. People should start coming out now, right around the 3-minute mark. There we go. I was trying to get behind the Red Bulls, but so much for that. Where are we? Okay, so Alex is behind Gasly, who is... Oh my god, Gasly is about to get knocked out. But Ricardo is behind Verstappen, which should be a good position to be in. Let's go. Green and purple, boys. Green and purple. Purple. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Purple, purple. Ricardo stealing all the purple sectors from Alex. Wow, 5/1000ths of a second between our two guys. 5/1000ths of a second. And then 3/10 to Sainz, Norris, Leclerc. Verstappen all the way down in P8. Who got knocked out here? Checo, Gasly, McLaren not having a good year. Jack Doohan. Qualifying P13, and here is Mick Schumacher all the way down in 17th. Or 18th, I should say. And then the Alfa Romeos, Oscar Piastri and K-Mag. Okay. So it's Williams, Mercedes, Alpine, Red Bull, and Ferrari in the top 10. Yeah, other than Williams, this is pretty much how the top 10 should look like this year. Okay. So FP3 now, we have 2 new sets of softs for both of our guys. 97, 87. I really wish I could fix this, but I don't think changing the front wing angle is really going to do a lot. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. Let's start quali and see what we can do. If we are going off by Q1 and Q2, we should be in a pretty decent spot here. Let's see how many people are going to be coming out this early in Q1. We're going to wait for the Red Bulls to come out and see if we can file out behind them. There goes. Was that Sainz? Oh, Sainz would have been a good one to get behind. Come on, Red Bull, send your guys out. There we go. Okay. Ah, damn it. Who is that? Zhou Guanyu. Not the car you want to be stuck behind. Ferraris look to be the slowest out of the top 10 here. And Russell's filing out right now, so he's going to slow everybody down. Albon closing up to Joe. All right, so we still managed 1-2 here. Sainz, Norris, Bottas, and Verstappen. I think they might have gotten caught up in slow traffic. Caught up with Russell at the wrong part of the track, so that slowed them down a little bit. Do we want to put them on new softs? Oh, I should have gone with a scrub set first. I want to save a new set of softs. But you know what? It's going to be raining anyway, so it's not really going to matter. If it's early rain, then we can just drive the hell out of those softs. If it's late rain, then softs aren't going to be really good for us anyway. And if it's raining, then you want to be towards... or you want to just drive the hell out of the car right at the beginning to try and create a gap. Luckily for us, both Alex and Ricardo have good adaptability as well, so they won't be losing time like crazy, a la Oscar Piastri, once again. So these are the races where those adaptability stats really help out. Come on, green and purple. No, we're slower. We're slower than the first run. Why? Why are we slower than the first run? Alright, still pole in P2, which is good. Front row lockout at the start of a race that is expecting rain is always good. Maybe I might just put them on the mediums and push like hell. Okay. Boonjamin is trying to get up on my lap again. Okay, having to reset the recording there really quick just because he nicked the wire, which cut the recording off, which would have screwed up our audio for the rest of this. So here we are. Yeah, it looks like Sainz. Norris is impressive. Oh, he actually got the same exact quality time as Verstappen did in Q3. But his Q2 time was better, and his Q1 time wasn't completely off of Verstappen, so he might be competition in this race. Alright, let's see when this rain is coming. Oh, it's starting off right away. Should be Inter's weather the entire time, and then just a little bit of dry running at the end, which means it's not really going to matter that we don't have any softs here. Now, we might see some dry running here as the rain starts to lighten up a bit, so the track might hit below 1 millimeter here, but it looks like it should be Inter's racing the entire time. Do we want to add any extra fuel? No. No, I'm assuming we're going to be conserving throughout the race since we're not going to be pushing that fast anyway. So, alright, we'll start them on the Inters. I'm just doing this to see when we should be expecting to come back in. Okay, so by about lap 32. Let's just do the same thing with Alex here. We'll go lap 31. Just so I have an idea. I'm sure it'll change during the race, but I just want to have a good idea of when we will be expecting to pit.
We're looking at a rainy
Okay.
day,
So it doesn't look like it's... I mean, it looks like heavy rain, but it doesn't look like we'll be hitting full wets anytime soon during the actual race. Okay, so we're at 3.39. Yeah, this is the heaviest it'll be. It'll hit this level again at about lap 11, but it should be pretty much Inters all the way till about lap 57 or so. We do have a level 5 weather center, I think. No, stop going up there. You keep hitting the cables. So this should be pretty accurate. Yeah, forecast accuracy 100%. Okay. If you're gonna go, then go. Ah, of course. Oh, kitty. I'm going to reset the audio just one more time, just in case. Everybody should be on Inters. Oh my god. No, we have a couple cars on full wets. Why? I don't know. Let's just go and see what we can do. Let's push. Deploy the battery right now. Try and get ahead. Go 2x. Where are we? What? Was Alex on pole? Or was Ricardo on pole? I don't remember, but we're already half a second ahead of Norris right now. I mean, it doesn't really matter because there's no DRS anyway. For now, I'll just have Ricardo hold off, although he is ahead at this point. Okay, so Alex is ahead again. I just want to push as much as we can to get ahead of Norris before Verstappen catches up. Because even though Verstappen looks like Verstappen's quality times weren't as great as, say, Sainz's were, Verstappen's still the biggest threat on track right now. So what are we at? Alright, we'll have Ricardo start pushing again. There's a little bit of a gap now. About 1 second to Alex. Yeah, I think it's good we didn't give him any extra fuel. Look at that. We've only gone through 1.5 laps and they've already saved a little bit of extra fuel here. Okay, that'll be enough for Alex. We'll let Ricardo catch up. We'll speed this up a little bit. It'll be Inters running, no DRS, so there probably won't be much overtaking going on right now anyway. I kind of want to have Ricardo not fight Alex, but it would be interesting to see if Ricardo can overtake Alex in the wet. And if he does, if he can go faster. So we'll leave him on equal footing right now. The battery charges are almost the same. They're not hitting 0 on the main straight, which is good. These are the wet runners coming in to put on the Inters, I think. Or did they get into an incident? No, we still have 4 wet runners. So Schumacher and Tsunoda must have gotten some damage. Here are the wet runners coming in to put on the Inters. Verstappen's actually the cork in the bottle. Look at this. He's holding everybody back. Norris able to... I mean, he's not able to maintain a gap. He is starting to drop back a little bit, but he's not dropping back nearly as far as Verstappen is right now. So Norris looks to be the biggest competitor on track right now. Let's see if the weather has changed. No. Still looks like we'll be finishing on dries. We only have used softs left, but I mean, 6 laps will be... those softs will be more than enough for 6 laps. So, alright, so the gap to Norris now is 3 seconds, and Verstappen is 4 seconds back and dropping. Red Bull not looking super quick here. Now I'm going to be really interested to see what the car analysis says at the end of this race. Verstappen and Leclerc are the... Oh, he's back. Verstappen and Leclerc are the fastest drivers in the game, and in the Red Bull, they're still not really able to keep up. Okay. And Norris in the Alpine is actually faster than the 2 Red Bulls. Looks like the Mercedes are faster as well. They just can't figure out a way to get out in front of Verstappen here. I think the Red Bulls still have pretty decent straight line speed. No. Oh, okay. I thought we were about to go off or something. So what is this? Moderate rain. Yeah, we were expecting this. We were expecting to quite possibly hit 4 millimeters right around now, but I don't think it's going to stick around for too long. Everybody's still on inters except for maybe... Why did these guys change onto wets at the beginning of the race? I don't understand the AI logic sometimes. Whatever time we're going to lose being on inters in the full wets for a couple laps is not going to be nearly as bad as changing onto the full wets, pitting for the full wets, and then having to pit again for inters a few laps later. So I'm just going to ride this out. Look at this. We're already back under 4 and going faster than the guys on full wets. So we will leave it here. Ricardo, you know what? While we're here, we might as well have our guys harvest some battery. Norris is a good, what is it, like 3.5 seconds back? 4.5 seconds back. So we will just harvest battery for now while we can. It's changed over to full wets once again. We'll harvest for maybe 1 more lap. No, actually no, never mind. Norris is starting to close up.
So no need to charge the pack.
Yep, copy.
Quick yellow flags, getting out in front of Joe. Alright, good. Hopefully these this lap traffic will slow Norris down a little bit. Yep, look at that. We're already back up to 4.5, and he still has 1 more car to pass. Boy, we keep changing from inters to wet weathers. A lot of people doing pit stops. Yep. All the guys that changed over to wets are back now on the inters. Okay, so we should be okay for now. I'm going to have Ricardo charge a little bit more again while we can. Might as well have Alex charge a little bit as well. Are we at full? Pretty much. And then Alex will be full by the time Ricardo catches up to him. Alright, we're in a good spot here, guys. P1, P2, we are 4.5 seconds in front of Norris. Got full battery for both of our guys. Starting to save a little bit of fuel as well. Tires are still looking okay at 64, 65%. Yep, pretty much on par with everybody else except for these guys that did the wets inters dance at the beginning of the race. So we're still in a good spot. When are we expecting to come in? A couple more laps until we come in. Do I want to push them? Maybe we can go aggressive for a few laps, see if we can extend this gap a little bit more to Norris. The only thing I'm worried about right now is that since we're so damn close to each other, by the time it starts getting dry at the end of the race, we're going to be right on top of each other when it comes time to pit. So maybe I'll pit one guy early like when we're at like 1.2 or 1.3 millimeters, and then I'll pit the next guy on the next lap. But being this close together isn't necessarily a bad thing. Norris is 7 seconds back now. Ricardo's starting to fall back a little bit. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until other people pit first. I mean, I know that these inters won't go until lap 55 or so. Oops, okay, so the dry weather's getting here a little bit earlier than expected now. So lap 55, what are we on? 33. These inters won't go another 20 laps, I don't believe. But I think the AI will still try to stretch them out for as long as they can. The one thing I don't want to happen is to pit too early and then... No. We just got hit with the safety car at the worst possible moment. Okay, good. The safety car is staying out one more lap. So they're still going to be under Delta. They will still be under Delta on track right now. So that should give us a 1-2. Yes. All right, good.
Had a car run wide. Let's see
I didn't see the crash.
Let's have a look here.
This isn't the crash.
And they've gone wide.
Damn it, I didn't see the crash that brought out the safety car. So Perez and Vesti caused the safety car. Okay. Or at least Perez did. I don't know, Vesti was involved in another incident afterwards, so maybe it wasn't him. Maybe he crashed on the second incident after the safety car. Lapped car is overtaking now, so we will have Norris right on our 6 again. Are they going to wait for everybody to catch up, or no? No,
So
safety car is coming in now. Okay, well, we can push on fuel.
Not the charge. Okay, copy.
And we will save on our battery just in case.
Okay.
And let's see if we can push this gap to Norris once again. Actually, no, let's just deploy for one lap here. Everybody's on equal footing once again. I'm surprised these guys didn't just come in. I mean, Sonoda, you're in last place anyway. Why not just come in and put on brand new inters? Same thing with Gio and Joe. Yeah, if I was in Sonoda's position, I would have just come in and put on new tires. You're dead last. Okay, so Norris's gap is already at 1.2, 1.3. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And then we will wait until the dry weather gets here. Might as well burn off all this fuel while we can. We're on lap 40 right now. Dry weather keeps getting pushed back now. It's about lap 54, lap 55. Well, it actually says it should stop raining at about lap 50, but it'll still be dry for a few laps. So we have to watch this very closely to make sure that we don't lose out too much time in the pits by pitting too late. Or too early, for that matter. So I think once we hit like 1.2, 1.3 millimeters, if we're close to the pit lane, I will have Alex come in. We'll have Ricardo go around one more time, and then hopefully he will get back to the pit lane just as we're hitting the 1 millimeter point, and then we don't lose too much time to the cars behind. But we do need to push this gap just in case of like an overcut or an undercut. 5 seconds is still kind of close. Verstappen now, for some reason, is able to stay really close to Norris, whereas before he couldn't. At the start of the race, he was like 4 seconds back on Norris, but now all of a sudden he is able to stick with Norris. So plenty of cars here that could probably take P2 away from us if we are not smart about pitting here. So, yep, okay. Rain is starting to come down now. It's still a little too early to be pitting for softs. We're still sticking at about 1.5.
So rain all clear.
Rain is done.
Okay, understood.
So I think I might bring Alex in. No, one more lap. We'll bring Alex in at the end of this lap right here. We can probably just go right to softs, right? So 90, 90, 89. Yeah, I don't think there's too much of a difference between these two. We'll bring him in right now. Might as well attack. And then we will have Ricardo come in at the end of next lap. 90, 91, 89. Okay, this set. Oh, the AI didn't come in. Why didn't they come in? Think they'll be coming in this lap? Yep, here they all are.
This has been enabled.
And Ricardo comes out in front, so that's strategy helped out Ricardo. I'm gonna let them race. Don't think I have. Nope. Okay, so I'll let them race, and we can decide the championship here. Will Alex get his 4th drivers' championship, or will Ricardo finally earn his first drivers' championship in Formula 1? Oh, got a yellow sector 1 here. Doesn't really affect us. Every other team is a non-factor at this point. Let's watch this Giovinazzi crash.
Now look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. A definite collision.
Ah, yes. The old long left-hander there. As long as our guys don't crash into each other, we should be okay. As long as Tsunoda doesn't crash into us, we should be okay. Okay, come on now. 7 laps left to go. Another yellow flag really quickly.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Alright, even with DRS, Alex isn't able to overtake, but I think Ricardo does have the better overtaking and defending stats. So that might explain that. In equal cars, nope, there goes Alex. Nope, here comes Ricardo again. We'll go on board for the last 2 laps and watch them shoot this out. Alex back out in front again. Who's got the better pace here? I think they're pretty similar. I think Ricardo might have better pace, better stats in the pace category, but like 1 point in each category. Can Ricardo take this back? All right, we are on board now. Well, there's 3 laps left to go, but all right, going into Acqua Minerale. I hate that corner, that double right-hand corner. Oh, Jesus. It's one of the most difficult corners to nail in F1 22. All right, so Albin, 5/10 back, half a second back. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Sorry, Alex. I have to sacrifice your race here. We want to ensure fastest lap.
So just charge that pack. Yep, okay.
Sorry, Alex. Since Ricardo's already in front, we will have you be the fastest lap guy. Now, I don't know if that's going to be enough battery to last this entire lap.
Keep pushing, 1 more lap.
All right.
Okay, understood.
Here it is. Race to the finish line. Who's going to get it?
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Daniel Ricciardo with another victory there, and Alex with the fastest lap. So,
Oh, and it's
I mean, I
Ricciardo
know
for the win.
I know that Ricciardo already had the fastest lap, but there was still an opportunity one of these guys could have sniped it off of us right at
So
the
we have
end.
checked flag
So
now.
we had to sacrifice Alex's potential race-winning attack there just to harvest battery and make sure that we got the fastest lap. But still a Williams 1-2. Sainz in P3, Verstappen in P4. What happened to Norris there? Norris all the way down to P5 after spending entirely, like, the entire wet portion of the race in P3. So obviously Norris has better wet pace than he does dry pace, as he got passed by both Sainz and Verstappen. And then gapped at the end there too. He finished a second and a half behind Verstappen. So not a great day for Norris or Alpine. And Valtteri, who was in that group at the front, finished P8 as well. Not a good day. K-Mag, though, all the way up to P9 to bring home a couple points. I think those are their first points of the season, are they not? Yes, they are. And Oscar Piastri barely missing out on points. 1.8 seconds behind Gasly. He did move up one position from where he started. Gasly up 4 positions to take home a point for McLaren. McLaren, nope, they've already scored points by then. So, all right, so we are first in the constructor standings by quite a margin. This race really helped us out. 27 points dropped on Red Bull's head here for the constructor standings. And in the driver's standings, Alex is now 33 points in front of Verstappen and 17 in front of Ricciardo. So we've got quite a bit of a competition here for the first time. 1 and 2. And Red Bull still not that far behind. Mercedes looked good in that race. Alpine looked good in that race for a little while. So we do have less wind tunnel time than they do this year, and our budget is a little bit tight, so we're trying to extend the lead early on right now to try and make our lives a little bit easier towards the end of the season, but I don't know. They might be able to close that gap once we start running out of cost cap room. But we will take it. Did we hit all of our incentives? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So $6 million. We really needed this money. Spent so much money on facility refurbs in the off season or at the beginning of the season that we came in with, like, I don't know, only like $5 million or something like that. Let's take a look at our cost cap again. $29 million still. Now, I think projected means we will, we still have a little bit of wiggle room, right? So this is what they're expecting us to spend for the rest of the year for car parts development and manufacturing. So it doesn't necessarily mean that $29 million is all we have. This is just the surplus that we don't have anything attributed to for now. So this is our budget surplus that we can play around with, and this is the budget that we have to try and stay within. So maybe we aren't as constrained as we thought we were originally, but it was a good race for us, guys. Oh yeah, I did say we want to look at the car analysis to see where we sat on the grid. There we go. Low speed cornering still needs a little bit of work. Maybe a front wing project when we get some more wind tunnel time. When is the next wind tunnel time? I think it's coming up, actually. Yep. All right. So the end of this week is the end of the ATR period. I don't know how much time we want to set aside for research, as it's only minor changes, minor technical changes. They're only going down by like 10 and 30%, and they're really only affecting cooling and airflow middle. Brake cooling, airflow, sensitivity, airflow front. So maybe we'll do the same thing we did last year, where from now on we do 2 developments in the car and 1 research project for every ATR period, and then the final ATR period we will just use it to do the final 3 research projects. But I think, how many more ATR periods do we have? I'm going to just check that real quick. So this is the start of the first one. 1, 2, 3, 3. Four. Okay, so we have 4 more ATR periods. We have 6 research. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. We have 4 more ATR periods, so we'll do this for the next one, then that, and then the last ATR period. Since any of the developments will probably only be in time, like any parts upgrades will only be in time for like the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, we may just use that last ATR period for the final research projects. But the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is going to be double points. Ooh, that is a pickle. That is quite a pickle to be in. All right. We'll just wait until that part of the season, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. But for now, that is the end of our episode, guys. If you think we've earned it, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Remember to eat your bok choy. I'll see you guys in the next one.